Good afternoon, everyone. I am Christine Tuason. I am the assigned reporter for the meeting roles and responsibilities. Meeting roles and responsibilities refers to a specific task and expectations assigned to each participant before, during, and after a meeting. These roles ensures that the meeting is productive, focused, and achieves its intended purpose. In meeting roles and responsibilities, executives' responsibilities are important because executives are responsible for leading, guiding, and making critical decisions within an organization. For example, as the CEO. CEO is the highest ranking executive and she is responsible for overall company success and strategic direction and a communication with the board and stakeholders. One of the executive's responsibilities is to determine the purpose and objectives. Every meeting should have a specific written objectives that clearly define what is to be accomplished. Okay, next is the select participants. In selecting participants, attendees are often selected based on the meeting topic and time. So those people who are invited in the meeting must have a knowledge that can contribute to the meeting to meeting the objectives and will be responsible for implementing the decision. One of the executive's responsibilities is to plan the agenda. The agenda which should be distributed before the meeting. It is a document that lists the topics to be discussed at the meeting. I know that all of you are very familiar with the agenda. Of course, the agenda has the name of the group or department, date and time of the meeting, location of the meeting, and items to be discussed in order of the presentation, and also the names of the individuals responsible for presenting each agenda item. Leaders' responsibilities. The leader is the individual who is in charge of the meeting. A leader's responsibilities encompass guiding, motivating, and inspiring a team to achieve their common goals. One of the responsibilities of an executive is to follow the agenda. It is important to follow the agenda because it helps you and your colleagues to prepare for a meeting and guide yourselves through the items you need to discuss. One of the executive's responsibilities is to manage the meeting. To manage the meeting, the leader can guide a balanced and controlled discussion by following these suggestions. First suggestion is to keep the participants focused on the agenda. Next is positively reinforce all individuals for their contributions. Next is keep the discussions moving toward accomplishing the identified objectives and outcomes. The leader is responsible for helping the participants reach a decision about the issue. To evaluate the meeting is one of the leader's responsibilities. Generally, for informal meeting within an organization, no formal evaluation is necessary. However, an important evaluation by the leader and possibly the participants should be done. Now let's go to the administrative professional's responsibilities. An administrative professional has a number of responsibilities before, during, and after a meeting. One of the administrative professional's responsibilities is to confirm the meeting. Administrative professional is responsible to confirm the meeting date and time with the expected participants. To confirm the meeting, if the meeting is scheduled within the organization, you can notify participants by email or memorandum. One of the administrative professional's responsibilities is to make other arrangements. As an administrative professional, you may be responsible for making seating arrangements, ordering equipment, and ordering food and beverages. In seating arrangements, the seating arrangement of a room depends on the objectives of a meeting and the number of participants. In seating arrangement, there is a rectangular arrangement. This arrangement is effective in formal meetings and is also effective when participants will be talking groups of 2 or 3. So in circular and oval arrangements, encourage inclusivity and facilitate easier eye contact and promote more collaborative atmosphere. So in equipments, in meetings, you have to determine what equipment should be used, and it is a good idea to make a list of a necessary equipment to ensure that the meeting is smooth and effective. Example of an equipment like conference table, pens, paper, projector, laptops, cables, and etc. So food and beverages are not just a convenience in meetings. They are also a strategic tool for creating a more positive, engaging, and productive environment. By carefully considering the types of food and beverages offered, organizers can enhance the overall meeting experience and achieve better outcomes. It is important because they create a more relaxed and comfortable environment, encouraging better communications and manage participants' mental alertness and well-being. So next is to prepare the materials. So materials are also needed to be prepared for the attendees. If handouts are to be distributed during the meeting, prepare them well in advance. Making the final preparation is one of the administrative professional's responsibilities. So check everything, for example, verifying the necessary equipment if it has been delivered and set up, and if it is working during the meeting. Handle duties during the meeting. So administrative professionals' responsibility during the meeting will probably be to take note for the minutes, a written record of the meeting. So I know that we are all familiar with the minutes of meeting because we already did it and we already passed it to Dr. Vinzuelo Tuesday last week. And minutes should contain a recorded of important matters that were presented in the meeting. You don't need to word for word. You don't need to record the meeting word for word, except the motions. So the motion is a proposal presented for discussion and voting in a meeting. For motions, include the name of the person who seconded it, the exact wording of the motion, and where it passed or failed. Handle duties after the meeting. Your responsibility after the meeting includes seeing that the room is left in order. The routine tasks should be performed after a meeting. First is return all equipment. Second is see that additional chairs or tables are removed and returned to their proper location. Next is clean up any papers and materials left in the room. Next is evaluate the meeting. Consider how you might improve the arrangements for the next meeting. Lastly is to keep notes on meeting to refer to them when planning the next similar meeting. So now let's go to participants' responsibilities. Their responsibilities begin before the meeting and continues after it. So their responsibilities before the meeting is that they make sure that they understand the purpose of the meeting and their responsibilities. Each participant must take his or her role seriously and arrive at the meeting prepared to contribute in positive way. Participants' responsibility during the meeting. Participants' responsibilities during the meeting includes respecting the leader's role and listening to others without judging, participating responsibly without dominating the discussions. Next is demonstrating courteous behavior to all other participants, and you must take notes. Also, during the meeting, you must turn off your electronic devices so that full attention can be directed toward the meeting. Participants' responsibilities after the meeting. So once the meeting is over, a participant's responsibilities do not end. So the participant may be responsible for research, study, or action. Whatever is necessary, the participant must be committed to carrying it out a timely manner.